The effects of virus variants on COVID-19 vaccines. Over time, all viruses, including SARS-CoV-2, a COVID-19 virus, are developing. Sometimes when a virus replicates or makes copies of itself, it changes a little, which is common for a virus. This is known as mutations. The variant of the original virus is a virus that has one or more new mutations. How does a virus turn into a new variant? The risk of a mutating virus rises as a virus circulates widely within the population and causes many infections. The more chances a virus is spreading, the more it replicates, and the more chances it needs to undergo changes. Most viral mutations have little to no effect on infection and sickness caused by the virus. However, according to the nature of change in the genetic makeup of the virus, it can affect the properties of a virus such as propagation, e.g., transmission, or severity. For example, it may cause more or less severe disease. What is the influence of the latest vaccine variants of COVID-19? At least some defense against new vaccines is expected from the COVID-19 vaccines being developed or accepted, since they provide a comprehensive immune response, including a variety of antibodies and cells. In order to avoid mutations that can decrease the effectiveness of current vaccines, we need to do everything to stop the spread of the virus while studying more. Additionally, manufacturers and vaccine programs will need to adapt to the evolution of the COVID-19 virus. For examples, as developed, vaccines will need to include many strains, booster shots may be necessary, and other improvements to the vaccine may also be required. Tests must also be planned and maintained to allow any adjustments in effectiveness to be measured, and they must be of adequate size and diversity in order for the findings to be clearly interpreted. In order to understand their effects, analysis of the impact of vaccines as deployed is also important. What is being done by WHO to track and understand the efficacy of COVID-19 vaccines by viral variants? Since the beginning of the COVID-19 outbreak, WHO has tracked mutations and variants. Our global laboratory network SARS-CoV-2 consists of a dedicated working group on virus evolution, which can identify and evaluate new changes rapidly. The COVID-19 virus was sequenced genomically and circulated by research groups, including GISAID, via public databases. Scientists can help monitor how the virus is evolving with this global partnership. WHO advocates that all countries should increase COVID-19 sequencing and exchange data to help each other track down the developing pandemic as much as possible. The SARS-CoV-2 risk monitoring and evaluation framework has also been developed by the WHO to define, track and evaluate variants of concern. It covers elements such as monitoring, variants of concern and diagnostic, therapeutic and vaccine effect assessment. The framework will act as a guidance on the improvements required for COVID-19 vaccines for producers and countries. How will potential COVID-19 variants be prevented? It is still important to stop the spread at the source. Continue to work against other strains by minimizing the amount of viral transmission and thus reducing the chances for the virus to mutate, with existing transmission strategies including regular washing, wearing a mask, physical distances, adequate ventilation and avoiding overcrowded environments or closed settings. It would also be important ways to protect individuals until they are exposed to the virus and the possibility of new strains to increase the production of and rollout of vaccines as rapidly and broadly as possible. Vaccination of high-risk groups should be given priority across the globe to optimize global defense against new variants and to reduce the risk of transmission. Furthermore, it is more important than ever for the development of the pandemic to ensure fair access to COVID-19 vaccines. We expect the circulation of the virus to diminish, which would lead to less mutations as more people get immunized. Why is vaccination necessary even though new variants of the virus exist? Vaccines are a key weapon in the fight against COVID-19, and the use of the instruments we already have clearly has clear advantages for public health and life-saving. Due to our concerns about new versions, we should not have to delay being vaccinated and vaccinate, even though some of the COVID-19 vaccines might be less efficient. And as we try to strengthen them, we must use the resources we have. Only if everybody is secure are we all safe. That is it for this video. Please make sure you subscribe, like and share this to your friends and family to make them aware of the danger of COVID.